Biker Baker and Mr. Smith with a trio Christmas candy. All right, guys. First off, we're going to make a dupe Mounds bar. I've made them before. They're so good, so easy. 3 ingredients. And if you want to make them an Almond Joy, you just add 1 more ingredient. And I bet you can figure out what that is.
An almond.
So, first off, I've got 2.5 cups of just coconut. You can use unsweetened, you can use sweetened. I'm using the sweetened coconut flakes. 2.5 cups. And a half of a can of sweetened condensed milk. So the can's 14 ounces, use 7. Unless you want to double the recipe, then you can use 5 cups of coconut and a whole can. It's not rocket science on this one, guys. This one's just, you just kind of mix it like you do if you're making powdered sugar icing, trying to figure out the consistency of it.
So it's so simple, even the grandkids could do it.
I thought he was going to say even a grandpa can do it.
No, we don't want to get grandpa mixed in it. He's a woodworker, not a baker.
And speaking of baker, look at my shirt, guys. Biker Baker. Billy got it for me. Look at it. I don't know if you can see it.
Isn't that cute, guys?
It says bakery on the side, baker. It's so cute.
That might be her new uniform.
Yeah. Now I need like 5 more.
At least.
So we are just mixing this up. And guys, I want to tell everybody thank you for the presents. We've got some gifts on YouTube. Thanks. And we've got actual physical presents. And we've got Christmas cards. You guys are the best. We love you all and are so very blessed with all of you guys. We just love it.
We are overjoyed this year.
We love that you're here with us. All right. I think I'll put a little bit more coconut because that looks a little wet.
Well, it's got to be a little bit wet.
A little bit.
Of course, I would probably add vanilla in it, but...
You've had it without me adding it, though.
Uh-huh.
And it was good.
Yep.
Oh, but you can add vanilla if you want.
It's optional if you want it. You can add whatever you want to it. It's just make it your own.
We're saying 3 ingredients, guys. No bake. Simple. I have a loaf pan here. I just put some parchment paper down in there. And I'm going to put this right down in there. And you can make little circles if you want. You can roll them into just a little individual. Or you can put them in a container like this and then just cut them when they come out of the freezer and dip them. So however you want to do it. Right now, I'm going to put it in here. We're going to make like little candy bars out of it. Although I probably wish I would have used my bigger pan. Now that I'm seeing how big this is getting. We're going to press it right down in the bottom. And then when this comes out of the freezer, then we're going to cut them into individual pieces. And dip them in the dark chocolate, milk chocolate, semi-sweet, whatever you want. Press that right down in there. And guys, that's number 1. Going in the freezer. We'll be back for number 2. Alright guys, we're getting ready to melt our chocolate for the Mounds. This here is, I have the Hershey's, the special dark chocolate. They had them on sale, so that's what I got. You get whatever you want to use. And I put just a little dollop of coconut oil in there. You don't have to. I did because I have it. And it makes the chocolate a little bit smoother, easier to dip. So we're going to melt this in the microwave, 30-second intervals. I usually say 30-minute. 30-second intervals. And when we get this melted, I'll pop the others out of the freezer and be right back. All right, guys, got it out of the freezer. I'm just going to cut these into small bars here. We're going to take it, drop it in our chocolate, swirl it all up in there, and then we're going to get it out. Put it right there. Now, if you want almonds, I'm just going to drop it down in this chocolate and see if I can find it. And then we're going to just set right there on top. Easy, guys. Easy recipe. No bake. 3 ingredients. Come on. Doesn't get much easier than that.
Pretty simple.
Put that in there. And it don't have to be perfect, guys. They're homemade. They're not run through a factory. Little nut right on top. So that's how this one's done. Quick, easy, cheap, really. It's not that expensive. And you can make a bunch of these just by what I have made. And if you want to double, use the whole can, you can make a lot of these. So stay tuned. For the next one, we're making toffee. All right, here is the final result for our Mounds bars. And I had a little bit of extra chocolate because I melted the whole bag. And I just had some of those nuts. I just put it in, so we're going to have chocolate-covered almonds. Those are in the refrigerator right now. So, there's that.
Use up what you got.
Because it already had coconut in it, so I couldn't use it for anything else. So I might as well just use it for those nuts, and we'll eat those here. All right, so on to toffee. So we're putting in 1 cup of butter. I always use salted. This says unsalted. But I always use salted. I never buy unsalted. And you can omit the salt in this if you want. If you're using salted. It says just a pinch of salt. So I'm going to put it in there anyway. And this is pink salt here. So just put a little bit. And so we're going to 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of white granulated sugar. That's it for right now till we get this all melted. And guys, look at one of our Christmas presents. I don't know if you can see it. This one says Connie's Kitchen, and that one says Bill's Woodshop. Thank you, Lorraine, so much. This is a soup bowl, and this right here on the side is to hold your crackers. That's pretty cool.
There we go.
What did you do?
I zoomed in, and then I had you too little, so I had to...
You can keep it little. You can keep it little.
Oh, no, we got to see you.
All right, we're stirring this all up, and we're going to 285 degrees. Guys, I hope you got your Christmas going, what you're going to make for Christmas, and try these desserts right here because quick, easy, you probably already have everything. This is butter and sugar and salt so far.
And if you don't have it, you can go get it.
Not everybody lives as close to a store as we do.
That's true.
We live pretty close. Even though we're in the country, we still live pretty close to the grocery store. All right, I get this melted, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we just hit 285 on the thermometer. I have a parchment-lined pan here, and we're just going to pour this right in there. Ooh. Pour this off a little bit. You put it in whatever you want. I probably should have had a bigger one. make it a little bit thinner. It's too hot now for me to move. So, this is what we're going with. It's going to be thick with 2 C's. Now, we're going to put on some Hershey's. You put in what you want. This is what I'm using. I'm just going to spread them on the top here and let those melt right in there a little bit.
Are you going to stir them in or just let them melt?
I'm just going to let it melt and then just kind of smooth it if I can. Guys, this is the first time I've made it like this. So, I have made toffee before, but I didn't think it would make this much, really. So, this is what we're working with. Trial and error, you know. I try it so you guys don't make the errors. All right. Let that sit there for a few minutes. See if I can find my offset spatula, which I don't use very often, so that's hard to tell where that's at. You guys got a utensil drawer like I do? I think just about everybody does. Alright, let's pause here so I can find my... Alright guys, we're just going to spread that chocolate on here. It's melting in, so make sure it gets melted for you. Just spread that on there. And now, still melting a little bit. We're going to put on some chopped pecans. You can put on whatever you want. Even salted pretzels are cheaper and would probably be delicious on this. So toffee, chocolate, and salted pretzels. Or you don't have to put anything on it. Just leave it as is. I'm going to put some pecans on here because I have them chopped up. And then don't forget, you got to press those down a little bit in that chocolate so they will stick and not come off. So now, that's 2 down. And we're going to leave this set and go on to the next. Alright guys, when the toffee comes out of the freezer, because we have to get that really cold, I'll show you that at the end. I'll show all of them at the end. But right now we're going to make pecan nut logs. Alright.
Spit it out.
Well, I'm using pecans. You can use peanuts, whatever you got. I don't have peanuts except honey roasted, so we're using pecans. So first off, guys, so easy these recipes are. Right now we're putting in a 1/4 cup of butter, so a half a stick. And a 1/4 cup of just white sugar. And, you know, it's not candy until you keep adding some more sugar. So a 1/4 cup of a light corn syrup. So everything's a 1/4 cup so far. And we're just going to heat this until everything is melted and incorporated till we got a little simmer going on. And then we'll show you what comes next. This, I used to be intimidated by it, and I made it. It was so easy, really. You see a lot of steps, and you think, oh, I can't do that. But you just take them one by one. This one right here is so simple. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. And then we're going to be using some dry milk. This is what I had because I use it for something else. And they have whole, or this is non-fat. That's what I had. So that's what I'm using. And then for the caramels, I'm using this caramel bits right here. You can use regular caramels. You can make your own caramel, whatever you want to do. I had those in my cupboard. That's what I'm using. Everything is getting melted really good in here. And guys, another no bake. So easy. And all we're doing is just melting this together, and the rest just goes together. All right, so we're going to turn that off. And then we're going to get this. And I have 2 cups of powdered sugar right here. We're going to put that right in that mixture. So as if sugar and corn syrup was not enough sugar, we're adding 2 cups of powdered sugar. Guys, remember, candy, not salad.
Got all the sweetness going on.
All of that. And then we're going to put in a 1/4 cup of that powdered milk I showed you. And we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or measure with your heart. So there we go. Stir all that up. And I have a pan right here that I have sprayed. And you can double. You can double this recipe if you want.
Now don't get that all over the counter in your new shirt.
I'll tell ya. If it ain't everywhere, it ain't good. So we're making like a paste, guys. Can you see that? It's a paste. Make sure we get all that mixed up.
That looks like a paste.
That's what I said. All right. Now we're just going to pour it onto our sheet here. And I'm not going to spread it all the way out because I don't want it real thin, because we're going to make logs out of it. Get that all out of there.
Now, does these have to be froze too?
Yes, because you're dipping them in hot caramel. So we're going to put these in the freezer. Get that thinned out just a little bit, not too much.
So you cut them into logs, freeze them.
Well, I'm going to freeze it first.
And then cut them into logs.
Yeah, and then when it comes out, then we can cut it a little bit. And roll it, because you'll have to roll it into the shape. So there's that, guys. So simple so far. We'll be back to show you the rest. All right, guys, I got 8 ounces of the caramel bits in here. And I have 2 tablespoons and 1 teaspoon. You can use milk. You can use heavy whipping cream, carnation, evaporated milk, whatever kind. And we're going to put that in the caramels. And then we're going to put them in a microwave for 30 seconds. And then 30 seconds to make sure they're nice and creamy. I have the logs that I cut. I cut them into 4 and then I cut them again. So we have about 8 of them. Because I don't want them real long. I want to have to dip them in here. I have them in the freezer right now, getting cold, because I'm going to dip them in this and roll them in the nuts. And we'll be back when I get this thawed. All right, it's a melted, not frozen. So I got my caramel melted. It was 2:45 seconds in my microwave. So now we're going to drop our frozen log down into that caramel. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Get that out of there.
Oh, that's going to be good.
And drop it into our pecans. And cover it all up. Because you know you want that. It's a nut roll. We want it all nutty. Press it on there. Gotta use your hands sometimes, guys. And I'm putting it on here.
That's what God gave them to you for.
Well, my hands are washed more than if I wore gloves, I'm telling you.
I don't think the gloves are sanitary.
All right. that down on there. And put the nuts all over it.
Well, they look good.
And guys, he tasted the toffee. And we're at nighttime, so he won't eat no more sweets or chocolate or anything, but I let him have a wee little piece of it, and he's like, ooh, that's not going nowhere but here. That is to be hidden. I was like, no, I'm taking it for Christmas Day.
I'm eating it all. That is way too good. It tastes just like a Heath bar.
It did. Just like Heath.
Exactly like it.
And for a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because candy bars are not cheap anymore.
Nope. All right, guys. So that is the gist of this. And I'm going to do the rest of them. And we'll come back and show you the finished product of everything. All right, guys. Here is the final result. We have the nut log. This is what that looks like on the inside. This is the toffee. And this is the Mounds bar. All delicious. Billy tasted them all. Well, he didn't taste the Mounds, but he did taste that brittle, brickle, toffee, and it tastes like a Heath bar. He said it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the nut log we both tasted, delicious, better than what you can buy in the store in the big Stuckey's brand.
Yep, way better.
This beats it, guys. No bake, all great. The Mounds bars, 3 ingredients, excellent, and me and Rudolph and Billy all wish you all a Merry Christmas. Look how cute these are. We saw them selling at Kroger today with just the cocoa and marshmallows and nothing else, no decorations, $2.99. It's like, what? I sell mine for $2 and I have sold a ton of them this season. I only have 8 left. And they will be gone tomorrow. So, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to us, please, if you enjoy our videos. Share them out for other people. Remember, we love you, and we love you watching our content, leaving comments, all the good stuff. So.
And don't forget the hype.
Don't forget the hype. So, till next time, enjoy these treats, and Biker Baker and
Mr. Smith
is peacing out on this one.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Have a great day.